Hey guys, thank you so much for checking in. Today's going to be a real quick catch-up video, and it's going to be a get ready with me chit chat video. And this look is going to be called working at home conference call look. Because I've been working at home for about a week and a half now, I've kind of gotten myself into a real routine. So before, for my normal job, I don't work at home, I work in the office, but now because of the whole situation I have to work from home, and it's gonna be like this for a lot of people. And what I found chatting to a lot of my co-workers is they found it really hard to adjust to a normal routine of working at home. They found it somewhat more stressful than working in the office, and also there's just that big adjustment of environments. And so I've collated some tips on how I kind of adjusted out of that whole routine to kind of mold my working at home routine to be more comfortable for myself and also more proactive for myself. And I'm also doing everything that I'm still doing that I would have done back in the office at home. And so today is just going to be a relaxed chit chat video. Relax, you know, I've started with my naked face already, so it's really relaxed for me. I hope you guys are relaxing too. So let's get started. First, and today's not going to be like a makeup focused thing, because it's going to be more focused on chit chat. Me telling you guys kind of my experience of working at home and kind of my advice for you guys, and hopefully it can help you out. So I'm just going to be like briefly showing you what I've been using. But this primer I've been using is new. It's from Brightening, this one. But yeah, as I mentioned before, I've been working at home for about a week and a half already. And initially when we started working at home, it was for a trial. So I'm going to use this foundation. The shade I'm using is 100N Neutral Fair, and this is the foundation by ATELIER. It's a new Hyaluronic foundation. Have to shake it up. And so that's how it kind of started for us working at home, because as soon as I received that message on Sunday night, my manager basically just said, you know, from management level, it's going to be playing by ear. We're all going to work from home. I'm going to be looking back because my brushes are in the drawer here. He said we're going to be working from home until further notice. So everyone kind of, you know, got settled down. We are good in a sense that the firm provided us with laptops, so we just carry on working with our laptops. So one thing of working at home with your laptops now is you definitely need a monitor. You need like a good desk setup if you haven't done so already, like a good chair, especially for your back and neck, that supports you when you're sitting there all day. When you're at work, you don't really think about it because the firm will organize all that for you. Everything will be ergonomically structured, so you'll be comfortable sitting there for 8 hours a day. But that's what I've heard a lot of people, like as soon as we receive that message, like they don't have any monitors, they don't have any like proper computer chairs. So the first few days it was a struggle for them. So for those of you who are working at home, just started working at home, go put your orders in for a monitor, because I heard they're running really fast. Next up, I'm going with some contour, because even though you're on camera, and especially when I'm using such a fair foundation like this one, you really need to add structure to your face. And for contour, I'm using this cream one. So what I've heard from people in the office is it's basically everything's out of structure for them. So I've heard some people saying that they're eating a lot more and they're forgetting to drink. That's one of the first things that's happened to myself as well. I forgot to drink. So the first 2 days I wasn't drinking that much water, and it's only because at work I blend upwards. Sorry, it's going to be like a flick back and forth conversation, but I like to blend backwards so that the most intense color is on the side of the face. Yeah, it's only because at work I have my bottle sitting there and it reminds me to drink water. And if you're working from home now, get a big bottle. Put it next to your work desk and drink whenever you look at it or whenever you see it. And also eating on time. I found on the first few days I was eating breakfast or even skipping breakfast. Eating breakfast really late or just skipping it altogether because I woke up later, and so when I wake up I need to log on my computer and start work, and as soon as you start work you kind of forget to go eat. And basically right now, set eating time for yourself. Even though you've logged on and everything, prioritize your tasks throughout the day and just take 10 minutes, go and make yourself breakfast and eat it in front of your computer. And I make sure to kind of set myself a time frame for each meal. So breakfast I try to have it between 9 and 11. I know that's a really big time frame right now, but that's right now, so I'm gonna cut that down to, like, you know, a specific time. And then lunch I have it around 1 or 2. And what I've been doing before for work, I've been pre-prepping my meals. So I pre-prep my lunch. For my breakfast I pre-prep too. So at home I just do the same thing. I pre-prep those things. Because I'm on a diet right now, it's easier to do those things anyways. And also I know myself, I'm still sticking to my diet even though I'm working from home, and you know, the environment's changed, but I'm not going to change my diet. Next up, we're correcting the under eyes, and the corrector I'm using is this one by Tarte. So we're talking about drinking and eating enough at home. The other thing I am doing as well is checking up on your co-workers every single day or every other day, depending on which co-worker. Every day I've been calling one of my co-workers that is my gym buddy as well. It's just to like check up how they're doing family-wise, how they're coping, working from home, any advice that you could give each other. Just keep each other motivated and keep each other sane as well. And then applying some concealer to the under eyes, and this is just a sample I got, but I'll type the product down below. I feel like I'm talking like way too much, and I'm not even halfway done through my makeup yet. But the next thing I've been doing is exercising at home. So at work, I go to the gym 4 times a week, so Monday to Thursday with my gym buddy. So at home, I try to do the same thing. And because now I've kind of gotten myself into a routine at work, my body needs that exercise. And with the little equipment that I have at home, and basically just a yoga mat and some weights, because I personally like to do weights, but if you don't like to do weights, just body weights is enough. With the little equipment and space we have at home, we can actually do a lot. Just go on YouTube and find at-home workout. There's so many. Even on Instagram, like my search feed on Instagram is all those like at-home workouts. Now I'm going to set my under eyes and just grabbing some powder and also smushing it on my hand, because I've been really addicted to this YouTuber, Andrea Ali. She's absolutely gorgeous, and I've been just binge watching every single one of her videos, and this is one of her tricks. So for your under eyes, because you don't want to powder it too much, you want to kind of like disperse the powder in your brush on your hand here, and then applying on to your under eyes. So it's not like this really thick layer. And then I'm going to go in and powder everywhere else. And the powder I've been loving is this one by Pretty Vulgar. And this powder is seriously amazing. Like, it's so great for oil control, but at the same time it's great for your under eyes too. And again, taking a powder brush like this and just smushing it into the powder. I have it in the lid here. What I've also been doing is waking up about an hour earlier than work, getting myself sorted in a sense that brush my teeth, make myself look presentable, putting on makeup. I've been putting on makeup for the last 4 days for work, except for Monday because that was like the first day I was still kind of like, oh, what's going on? But I've been putting on makeup for the last 4 days, same as I would for work. It feels kind of like, it makes you more serious, like it makes you feel like, you know, I have to get through today. Doing work, can't go to sleep on the bed because you have this full face on. And also clothing wise, I've been wearing pretty much my smart casual clothing. So, you know, for girls out there, definitely wear a bra when you're working at home. It makes a lot of difference. Because I'm not sure about you guys, once I get myself all dressed up, I just feel like I'm in the mindset to do things. And even for gymming at home, even for working out at home, I go and change into my workout gear. You know, because in your like PJs, even though you're doing the same motions and everything, it just feels different. It just doesn't feel great. It just doesn't feel as motivating. So if you're working out at home, definitely change into your workout gear, do your workout and change back if you want to. For blush, I'm using this one, and I've been obsessed with this blush for like the past 5 or 6 months. And this is the Serum brush in the shade La Vie en Rose. It's a gorgeous, easy to go with everything blush. And what I do is I put my brush in there, but I tap off the excess. And outside of work hours, in terms of showering, doing your normal night routine, still do them. Like, you know, whichever nightly interval you wash your hair, still stick to those. Shower every day, make yourself clean and refreshed. You don't know how much it feels, like how great it feels when you feel clean and refreshed. It definitely gives you like a whole new mindset. Deepening my contour and using this powder and a fluffy brush like this. What I found from doing all these things in terms of my routine is I'm able to gain control. One of the biggest things in terms of mental struggles people has been going through in this uncertain time is they're not able to have control. Every single day the situation is changing for the worse, basically. And the things that we can do for ourselves is us maintaining control, you know, grounding our emotions and keeping ourselves preoccupied as well. Adding a nose contour because right now my face looks so flat. And just grabbing a brush like this. This is actually the Bubs Beauty brush. One of her, I think this is the only set of brushes that she came out with, and I really enjoyed this little one. Finishing up the face with some highlighter, and this one's by MAC and it's the shade Lightscapade, but this is actually special limited edition packaging, so the shade is still the same as Lightscapade. That's a hard word to pronounce. Just tapping it on a small brush, the high points. I just feel taking this 30 minutes to myself in the morning. It's really calming. It's my kind of like me time during the day. I love makeup, so why should I stop doing it even though I'm just at home? If anything, it actually gives me more time because I have more time in the morning to play with my makeup. Eyebrow time. I'm giving out these advice, but at the same time, I know that what I have right now, like working at home, it's a privilege right now. I'm just putting on eyeshadow primer. But another thing I've been hearing people, for anyone who works from home on a regular basis, is you'll find it hard to switch off from work, because initially home is your place of relaxation, and all of a sudden you have this, you know, mobile or laptop that's always ringing, or emails always going off because of work related stuff. In these kind of circumstances, we do need to switch off. So for myself, when it comes to, you know, 5:30 and I have pretty much everything done for today, then I just switch off my computer. I just switch off my work computer and, you know, don't look at it until the next day where you have to work again. For eyeshadows, I've been absolutely obsessed with these eyeshadows by Sisley, and they're new. What is this called? The Le Phyto Ombres. I actually have 8 of the shades here, so if you guys want a swatch video or a review video, comment down below and I'll swatch all of the colors that I have. With everything, I purchased them with my own money, so my reviews are kind of like my honest opinion, and if I got 8, it means I really love it. But the first shade I'm using is called Silky Cream, and I'm just gonna pop this first in the center of the lid space. Also, another thing of working at home is you need to remember to take a break from your laptop during work hours. Take a break, have a walk, and look at the window, because if you're staring at your laptop the whole day or your monitor, it really strains your eyes. And normally when you're at work, you probably take, you know, toilet breaks, tea breaks, and at home you kind of just lose that. So at home you still need those breaks. Next, I'm going with Matte Cocoa, and going to be using this on the outer V of the eyes and also the inner corners. And this is going to basically give more dimension to the eyes. Line the eye as well by applying a darker shadow to the inner corners of the eyes like this. Basically is great for people who have more puffier hooded eyes like myself. It gives your eyes that 3D effect, because if you just put a highlight all over the lid space, even to the inner corners of the eyes, it just creates a flat effect. Whereas when you do it like this, it gives your eyes like more of a rounder shape. Because I have that darker shade going on at the top, I want to line my lower eyes to match it up as well. And I'm using this one. This is called Matte Grape. It's basically like a brownish mauvey shade. Going in with Silky Cream again, I'm just going to pat in the center of the eyelid and also a bit on the inner corners of the lower lash. I really can't talk when I'm doing my eyes, but you guys tell me how you guys are doing right now during these uncertain times. How you guys going? Where you guys from? And how is the whole virus thing affecting your country? For blending, I'm using this Tom Ford shade, and it's from their quad called 31 Zeusler Sable. It's one of their new quads. Oh, and also right now, if you guys have any elderly friends, give them a call, check up on them, ask them how they're doing and whether they need anything, because of the whole hoarding situation that we've experienced here in Australia. it's really unfair on those elderly people that live on a week by week allowance or even a fortnightly allowance. They don't have the opportunity to stock up on everyday items. So do give them a call and ask them if they need anything, and if you have some extras at home or if you have easier access to those things, buy it and just, you know, bring it to them, bring it to their doorstep. You don't need to, you know, go in or anything at this time, but bring it to their doorstep. Because seriously, when I saw those photos of elderlies going into the supermarket to an empty shelf, it's just heartbreaking. Like, there's no words. For those people who are hoarding, what are you doing? What is your mindset? Is your I don't want to say the A word, but is your backside so important to the extent that you need to hoard all the toilet paper that you can possibly get a hold of, and there's not enough to go around? Anyone right now, like, you still to this day, you go to the supermarket, there's no toilet paper. And it's just like, I don't even want to talk about it. It just gets me to this state. Like, this virus, I'm okay with. Like, you know, looking at this whole virus situation on the news, I'm okay with. But when it comes to seeing these hoarding mentality of what humanity has turned to because of this situation, I just can't. I just can't. It just breaks my heart knowing that there is people out there that is so selfish, that puts themselves so much in front of other people, or even other people is not in their mind. No. Yeah, do call your elderly friends, ask them how they're doing, and ask them if they need anything, and if there's anything that you can help with, lend a hand. Like, right now they need it more than us. We're still healthy, we're still able to do those things, but seriously, some things are just, they can't do it, they don't have access to. So if you have anything extra that they need, you know, why not share it? Next up, we're going to line the eyes, and seriously, I've been loving this eyeliner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeliner. It's part of their whole Pillow Talk range, but this is the most longest lasting eyeliner out of my whole, like, collection. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't like, you know, create that line on the top of your lid space. I just love it. And also the color is beautiful. It's like this maroon shade. Yeah, maroon, because it's not a straight purple. To wrap up the eyes, we're going to do mascara, and first we're going to curl them. Mascara is this one. Talking about toilet paper, how is everyone's toilet paper level or usage going? Because right now I'm trying to use as less as possible. Like, I think I'm reaching the stage where it's getting a little gross. Like, for my number ones, the girls out there, and if you guys don't think it's gross, for my number ones, I've gotten down to 2 sheets, like 2 squares, folded up into a little square. So once, twice, yeah, folded up into, like, twice into a little square. For number 2s, I don't even want to go there. I'm controlling the amount for number 2s. Okay, I think we're going too far. No, we're not going there. But yeah, for my number 1s, I'm using 2. And also, I've been, like, if I've been using tissue on my table, and I need to use the bathroom and this tissue still has like use in it, I'll use this tissue, fold it up into toilet paper, and you can still use it, right? And James was saying if worst comes to worst, we have a lot of trees outside, so we can use leaves or even tree barks. And then I was suggesting if worst comes to worst, we could just go like teddy, you know, in the backyard. Just go in the nature, and if we do our number 2, just scrape our bums on the ground. Going in for the lips, and I'm using this one. This is the L'Oreal Paris. Does it tell the range? It's the ones in these little tubes. I really love them too, like this one and also the glossy version. They're just beautiful. When Chemist Warehouse and Priceline had their 50% off sale, I've grabbed like, right now how many do I have of these matte ones? I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the one on my hand, and gloss ones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, looks like I have 10 in total of these ones. They're really good. Just gonna put it to the center of the lips to make it look like a bitten gradient lip effect. And that's the finished look. It's presentable, it's comfortable, like I don't feel anything on my face. Seriously, this foundation has become one of my favorite foundations ever since it released. But yeah, just putting on your foundation in the morning really gives you that motivation to go through the days. Like even though when you walk past the mirror, you just go, oh, hi there. That was a bit too weird, isn't it? But you get what I mean. Like you look in the mirror and you just feel like, you know, I'm pretty, like I can do this. I can work from home, I can do my breakfast on time, I can do my lunch on time, drink plenty of water, and hey, get in some exercise as well. And during this time of hoarding and no food in the supermarket, I think is a great time to start a diet as well. I was joking with my co-workers yesterday, it's like, why not start a diet now? Like you can't get any food anyway, so you know, start rationing your meals. I know I've been joking here and there through the video, and I think it's part of my coping mechanism of situations like this, but you know, my end message is keep yourselves occupied, keep yourselves motivated, do things that you can take control in so you don't feel like anxiety, stress, worried during this time, because those emotions don't help you, and if anything, those emotions will lower your immune system. So just keeping yourself occupied, keeping yourself healthy, and also doing our part as well. For us, that's just social distancing, staying at home, quarantine, wash your hand regularly, you know, keep hygiene to the very highest level. And if we do our parts, and then we let the government, we let the medical individuals, we let the scientists do their part, we're able to ride this thing through. Before we know it, it's all going to be good, and we're going to look outside and it's going to be bright sunny day, and we can go out and play again. That's my goal, just going out to shopping centers, watch a movie without a worry, because right now those things are hard. But yeah, I hope everyone stays safe. Remember to do our part. Don't hoard, please don't hoard. Just buy, that's enough for you to use for 2 weeks. That's what recommended. And also, you know, if you don't need that much, if you don't use that much, try to limit your usage. Like myself with toilet paper. I hope everyone is safe. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. If you guys want any more videos regarding these working from home, comment them down below too if you guys want to talk to myself and my husband, because he's been working at home for a longer period than myself already. He works from home on a regular basis. If you want any kind of recommendation from him, comment down too, and you'll get it from a guy's perspective. And if you guys have any other questions, yeah, leave it down below. I love to read them, especially during this time when the only social interaction around right now is probably once a week when we have our, oh, that's another thing, we had our team drinks, virtual team drinks yesterday, and it was so much fun. Oh, my camera's going out of battery. No, it's flashing red. But yeah, I'll finish this really quickly. Yeah, we had virtual social drinks yesterday afternoon, and we all had a drink in our hands, and I can only drink whiskey, so it was going down pretty fast. And I was literally wasted, like within 30 minutes of the video conferencing, and everyone was just like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I feel embarrassed right now, like thinking about it, but it was so much fun because it was, that was the only time in last week that I actually had talking interactions with other people, you know, outside of my husband, outside of my family. It was so much fun. So that's another recommendation. Do those conference call meetings with your co-workers and friends, and you still feel like you're together. If not, it's more fun. But yeah, my camera's running out of battery again. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like it, give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget to subscribe down below and press the ring bell notification thing that YouTube has came out with. But until next time, bye, stay safe.